Yeah. We in here. Mr. Next Step himself, my guy KYLEOSBOURNE will be in here with me in a second. The only Clippers fan and Jets fan, bad combination as usual that we always talk about. Happy Sunday, fun day as I always start off with. Relaxing day. We are in the building with Mr. Next Step himself. Today's episode, we're gonna have some special guests. Of course, Dr. Kyle, who's a continued listener to the podcast, and we're gonna have my man Stan Groovy Laws, who host the Philly All-American game, in which it's been going on for a little bit now. So we're gonna get him in here and speak on, let him do his thing with let us know how's that coming along. The criteria and questions, anything y'all want the questions answered, we're gonna have Mike take some call-ins, and we're gonna go from there. So hold on one second. Just 1 second here. Got a little issue. Of course, as always an issue at the very, very, very beginning of the show. But yeah, I'm here, man. Hopefully everybody's week has went well. I had to do one thing. I definitely have to give a big shout out to happy birthday to my niece Neek. Happy birthday, Uncle Larry. Love you. There go my guy, Mr. K.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. K himself. I was giving a little birthday shout out to my niece Neek.
Oh, happy birthday.
And my Uncle Travis, whose birthday is today as well. Mr.
Happy
Travis Scott.
Travis, happy birthday, sir.
Yeah. But yeah, so and we gonna have it. Let me just start it off like this with my guy. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna give you our intro. Yo, you in the building with Mr. Next Step and
K.
So we in here now, my boy in here, but I told you we had two special guests today. Dr. KYLEOSBOURNE, and we're going to have Mr. Stan Groovy Laws in here about the Philly All-American game that's coming up in about 5 to 6 days. Right. That he's been going on. But without further ado, Dr. Kyle is in here. We want to get Dr. Kyle in here. We're going to have a special presentation every week. I'm going to try to do this as long as he's available. We're going to add this content to our live stream, which is Dr. Kyle's mental and health, any questions that you may want to ask, or if it's something that he wants to put out there opposite of, on his own podcast, being as though he's a frequent listener to ours, and always on here and always being involved, why not let him put his information that he can give to us that we need for any kind of mental, physical, whatever, he can give us to keep us tuned to. But without further doubt, Dr. Kyle, and I think he got his Dallas jacket on and all this other stuff. So he probably did all that stuff before he got in here. So let's bring Dr. KYLEOSBOURNE on in here. Dr. Kyle.
What's going on, good
Dr.
brothers?
Osborne, how are you today?
I'm copacetic, man. I'm good. How's everybody?
You copacetic? It's good. It's good to see you.
Yeah,
we appreciate you wanting to be in here today. And I was just telling the listeners that we're going to start having, as long as you're available on a weekly basis, if there's anything that you would like to put out to the people opposite of just having your own podcast, being as though you're always on ours as well, supporting us, that if there's something that you've been going over or talking about or want to be heard, we're going to give you your 7 minutes, or whatever amount of time is needed. If somebody have questions for you, or if it's something that you want to, deliver to the people that are listening, we're going to have that look like that Dr. Kyle segment. You know what I'm saying? We're going to add that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this podcast is about us having fun, doing something that we love to do. But as well as I grow, we all grow. If I can, incorporate other people that wants to do things like that, that's what this platform is about. It's not just about me. We doing this for fun. I enjoy it. So it's something new for me. And my brethrens, they already been involved in this. So this is something different for me. So I'm learning as we go, and I'm hopefully y'all will learn with me, and we all enjoy this moment. But how was your week, Kay and Kyle. Kay, you can go off first.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. What's up, Kyle? What's going on, man?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, I can't complain. I'm loving that. I like that Dallas jacket. I like that.
Okay, y'all gonna stop calling it a jacket. Okay.
I mean, it's a warm up. I'm sorry.
It started off with Larry being disrespectful. Calling it a jacket. He knows good well why this hoodie's on. But go ahead. I don't want to interrupt your introduction. Go ahead.
No. My intro's fine. I mean, I'm doing pretty good as usual. Had a pretty good week. It's a little hot out there, but guess what? There's always an upside to when it's hot outside, because guess what? When the sun is out, guess what? Everybody's cooking out too. So
you said guess what like 7 times.
I did.
We still guessing.
Okay. Well, guess what? So that's 8. So
that's your bro, yo.
It's it's been a pretty good weekend. I can't complain. Getting ready for the work week coming ahead, and also getting ready for that Philly All-American game that's going to be at Inman. So
yes,
So I'll let because Kyle had a special message for you, Larry. So I mean,
I had a feeling that's what this was about. I had a feeling that's what this was about.
This is for you, Larry.
I'm gonna let him get his rocks off, right? This is what he needed to do. Kyle, how was your week anyway, though? Let's start off with that. How was your week before we start giving you the gas face?
It was productive. Thank you for asking. It started.
So we're gonna
really
mute Kyle in the next second or two. We're gonna give him his applause, Dr. Kyle. We're giving him his applause. Now we're gonna mute him. But go ahead, Kyle. I got you, bro.
Well, you know what? I'm happy you did that, because you mentioned the Dallas jacket. Let's get into, because I don't want to hold up too much of your gentleman's time. Let's get into why I wear this hoodie. Let's get into that.
So you had a bad week anyway? Is that what you're saying?
No, I had a bad week. Let's get into why I'm still rocking.
Oh, okay. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's get into
do your thing.
So what took place? What was it? Sunday? Was it Sunday?
I don't remember. You don't remember? Make me remember.
All right, that's fine.
I misremember.
Okay. Game 7, right? So let's go back to even a couple episodes ago on your amazing podcast that you guys have been running.
Our amazing podcast.
Amazing podcast.
Our amazing podcast.
There was a lot of doubt that was going on. I was met with a lot of resistance and a lot of disbelief. Man, it was unbelievable. But to each his own. Larry, do you remember what your forecast was? Do you recall?
What? No, I don't.
You don't remember?
What?
All right. Okay.
I don't remember.
So for those that weren't available or didn't get a listen or may have forgotten, as you can see, I'm a Dallas Mavericks fan, and I was asked hey, what's my prediction for the Phoenix-Dallas series? And a lot of people, Larry, I'm pretty sure you were included in that bunch, said that we were going to lose maybe in 6, maybe? It might have been 5, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I think you said 6.
I take those benefits.
Yeah, and so I was asked on what my opinion was or what I thought was going to be happening as far as my prediction, and I said Dallas in 7.
And I will say, you did say that, and you said that at the very beginning as well. I ain't not to cut you off, but I'm gonna give you credit where credit's due. You get round of applause. You know what I'm saying? You did say that. Go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Listen, I appreciate that acknowledgement and validation, because that's all I'm here for. I'm just here for the validation. That's all I'm here for.
That's all you're here for?
I mean, well, listen, I was doubted twice, because on the week before, or the episode before, it was, they're not going to 7. Then Game 7 was upon us, right? I gave my reason of how we even got to Game 7. Like, they're not going to play, they're not going to play terrible 3 games in a row, right?
I did. Yes, I did say that. And I did also say, I mentioned the fact that the supporting cast, if Luka is not having that game, that holding the basketball stuff was not going to work.
Yeah, no hero ball.
If you notice, he was getting rid of the basketball faster than holding it for 22 seconds and then taking the shot. Yeah. I did acknowledge that.
You did mention that.
Oh, thank you.
In addition to, we were still going to lose. Game
Yeah, I did say that.
Despite all that teamwork you were talking about,
Dr. Kyle and his observations.
He's still gonna lose Game 7. Right? They're not gonna play three bad games in a row.
Right.
So
right. I did.
So I'll be honest with you. In depth, absolutely, they played a horrendous game. They did. They played a horrendous game, and we were at our best.
Yes,
we were at our best, and
it's been that way.
It's been that way throughout the playoffs. What was that?
You had 6 people on the court too.
Who was the sixth person?
Jason Kidd.
Well, listen.
Listen, I love Jason Kidd. He was out there. He was in the moment. Jason was having his moments. I was just like, that's what I'm talking about. That's the coach I want to play for.
Adjustments. He knows how to make adjustments. That is another reason.
And he was active, unlike just sitting there with his hands folded, like some of these coaches out here do.
We briefly talked about that before, right?
Yeah.
We briefly talked about J Kidd and his how well he's doing as far as the coaching performance. So you tell me, since we were doing a quick recap, what was your take on Phoenix's, on that game overall, but especially with Phoenix, because I'm not gonna lie, that was an unlikely game or performance from Phoenix.
Right.
I wasn't expecting them. I expected us to win. I didn't think it was gonna be that far of a margin. I'll be honest with you, because we both raced the shit out these dudes, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, it was amazing.
I ain't gonna lie. The team really took on Jason's Kidd demeanor for that last game, and you could tell they wanted it quite a bit more. Quite a bit more. Usually you get that little flat Dallas Mavericks when they first come out, but they came out defensively on fire, not including the fact that Luka had the same amount of points that Phoenix had in the whole first quarter.
Yeah.
So, in between the defensive mindset that they actually really put on, which nobody ever really noticed that they would have that type of defensive mindset. Like, I mean, you can get it periodically because that's like an NBA team. Somewhere in there, they're going to have to play defense. And you look at Jason Kidd and you say, why his team, and Jason Kidd was an all-NBA defender during his time. That makeup means that the same thing with Monty Williams. Monty Williams was an all-NBA defender. You know what I'm saying? So you would think that would come along a lot more often with the Dallas Mavericks team. And it just so happened to click when it really needed to happen. And they all was tuned in at the same time. Not alone, Luka was going snapping. So with Luka snapping, them playing the way they was playing, they just grabbed their hearts and yanked it from the beginning. And I don't think Phoenix was ready for that at all.
Now let me ask you this. Phoenix's effort and Chris Paul, because you're a big Chris Paul fan. I am also. However, we said Chris Paul absolutely was going to have to play Chris Paul. Like, he's going to have to play at that level of that Hall of Fame that he is. He's going to have to play to that level. What do you make out of his performance and just everything that you saw and observed during that game?
Ask K. I'm not the only one on this show. K.
I mean, I'm going to get the K. We had some.
You at me. It's personal.
But, I want you. It's a smidge. It's a smidge.
Pass the fucking ball.
K was, K was kind of pandering a little bit with my he was supporting.
But that's just K. K's Mr. Nice Guy.
He is. So I'll get the K, even though I don't think he thought we were probably going to win, because he was pandering a little bit, but I'll get to him a little later. You were more definitive in your prediction of why and we weren't. So,
all right, so like I was telling ISO. Okay, so like I was saying to K, last week and the week before, when we put so much perspective on NBA players, especially those who are the superstar, quote unquote superstar, right? So when they don't perform, we kill them. And all natural athletes have bad days, right? Yeah. He had a bad day on the worst day. You know what I'm saying? And it's not only him, because when he started playing bad, the whole team took that in. So it wasn't like Book was getting him over. Book was struggling too.
Well, you know what? Because sometimes, but this is the only reason why I don't think they're giving Chris Paul a pass this time is because, some of the past playoff games that he's had,
But not only that, the way they was winning this year.
Say it again.
It was they makeup and the way they was winning this year.
Right.
That they would step up when they really needed to. They had that 2 game slide in between there. They would just step back up. But let's not get away from the fact that the Dallas Mavericks played outstanding. Chris Paul played bad, and you have, from what I heard, DeAndre Ayton issue with coaching, contract, all that shit started to pile up during the game.
During the game.
Not after, during the game.
During the game.
So when you get mopped, it's like, what's next for me? That's what he thinking. Because if I'm DeAndre Ayton, y'all ain't want to pay me. Like, we get mopped. I know we done. His head is gone. He's on to summer already. And you could tell. You know what I'm saying? But for as far as Chris Paul, I think he just had a very, very unlike Chris Paul game without him being injured. Other times it was injuries. This time he just played. He just couldn't get over the hump.
Now that brings me to my next question. Now, was it for Chris Paul? Was it a bad game or was it a bad series? Because he wasn't really playing that well.
I would say series because he had like 4 games. So 4 games out of 7, that's a series. 2 games is a couple games. 3 games you borderline. 4 games you had a bad series. And he had a complete bad series after game 1 and 2.
All right. Now
he didn't play well.
I'll swing back around to that one. Do you think, because you mentioned injuries, do you feel like that injury with him going to the sideline or whatever, him hemming and greeting and all that?
Nah, I'm not rolling with that.
Was that legitimate? Okay.
I'm not rolling with it. I'm not rolling with it at all because at some point, anybody that has an injury now that has the focus on them, that's the scapegoat.
Right.
So even with Harden, we could tell that hamstring ain't what it is, what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? But me as an observer, fan, and this and the other, if you on the floor, you on the floor.
Right.
Him not saying nothing about it makes it even more pressure on it for us to critique him even more, right or wrong. Because if you're not going to mention it, at least that'll give us some kind of way to be like, yeah, we can tell that there's something wrong. He ain't mention it. Then you get Cameron Payne post something about they was playing through injuries and this and the other. You're the last person when anybody want to hear us say that. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing why I'm willing to give Harden some bail as opposed to CP3, right? And I'm not making excuses for Harden because we talked last week that, you could tell that he was affected by the injury. But you're out there. The thing about CP3 is that his talk was so heavy.
Yes.
He's in the game, and earlier in the series, he said, y'all better call a timeout. He waving all kinds of other different things. So his talk is spicy throughout the whole series.
CP3 talk is always spicy.
Yeah, but
it was extra spicy. It was
it was. Like, he's yelling at the bench.
The first game he had over 20, right? First game he had over 20. He's like talking to the crowd and just talking to Luka and stuff like that and everything. I mean, I was peeping it. I was like, ooh, okay. Like Luka, like you make it sound like Luka's not gonna get back at you or something.
Yeah, like that. But I look at that.
That's why I'm not more willing because now you're injured, right?
Like, listen, you heard what I said.
Live beforehand though.
You heard what I said. You heard what I said. I'm not rolling with the injury. You played. You know what I'm saying? If it tinkered during the game where we could actually see that something happened, opposed to like, oh, he just not himself right now because that last play probably they wore him down. Pat Bev, he's viral right now.
Oh yeah,
but you know what I'm saying?
ESPN.
Yeah,
he might be the new analyst now. He might be the new analyst now.
He still got a lot to work on, but Pat Bev, I mean, I respect Pat Bev for being himself. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I agree with everything he said,
right? Not
at all, but just to have that from a player that's perspective who plays that way, it's like you can kind of take that in to what he's saying.
And
But I'm not giving Chris Paul no kind of leeway with this. He fumbled, and they ran it back.
Yeah, I'm again. I mean, I don't. His history, I think, also with Chris Paul is starting to work against him for the reason that this is the series you're supposed to be stepping. If you're healthy to an extent, at least where you can play, you're supposed to like rise above it, right? Because we talked about, you hear that on ESPN, you hear that on TNT, you hear if you're a superstar, you're one of the all-time greats, you got to move your performance to the next level for playoff time. And as you started to see like the momentum and Dallas evening the series, like, no, this is where you got to break out. You got to do something different. Even if your shot's not falling or something, you got to be able to corral the troops. You got to do something in your Hall of Fame.
You got to be able to lift that team, like, for example, like when I think Chris Paul, like, I'm taking it back to the Clippers days, too. This when he had, like, the hamstring injury and stuff like that. Like, he had the hamstring injury, but yet somehow, some way, he still got the Clippers past San Antonio that round. How did he do it? I mean, just sheer will and stuff like that. And like you said, Kyle, I agree with you. He's supposed to like corral the team up. Listen, I'm not this, I'm not that. Boom. Like, just get the team together, make them believe, stuff like that. But like when I saw Chris Paul go out, and he was just like, I don't know if he was hurt or maybe just the game was over mentally for him. I kind of was like, oh man, they're gonna kill Chris Paul. And I'm a big Chris Paul supporter too, ever since the Wake Forest days and stuff like that. So, but then also the stigma, he's also a dirty player too. So,
But speaking of dirty, just to bring it up, oh man, the man himself, he's been popped in.
Who?
We're about to bring him up. We got to bring him up. Let's bring him in because I would like to hear his aspect, because not only is this man a philanthropist in the neighborhood, in the community, pastor, coach, mentor in all aspects of this basketball and community itself, of being a youth leader. He's in the building. Mr. Stan Groovy Laws.
Hey!
What's
Mr. Laws. How are you, Mr. Laws?
I'm great. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We hear you clearly.
Wonder why I look like that on the screen.
Oh man, you can't drive with an Android right now.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Look, I ain't mad at you, Stan. I'm Note. I'm Galaxy Note too, bro. I'm Galaxy Note. You got to put your headphones in or something, man.
See, now you didn't hurt his phone.
His
phone bugged out. He's like, oh,
you know what he's saying.
Talking to green screens like that, bro.
You back.
No, I was putting in the AirPods. It go with the album.
Oh, that's what that was? Okay, we gonna rock with that. You a little slow-mo right now anyway, but it's cool. See, you might have to go out and then come back in, because your joint is dropping like a drop shell.
I'm gonna leave.
Leave and come back. Let's leave and come back out. Yeah, but I would love to hear Stan's aspect on that, because he's a big basketball watcher as well.
Oh,
let's see.
Most definitely.
Let's get in here. You good?
You tell me.
Yes, you good. You good. We hear you loud and clear.
Larry's a perfectionist.
Yo, listen, I go back with Stan. Me and Stan met early 2000s back in Moonlight Basketball League. My uncle Keith Strand had the Salvation Army down 11 for Huntington. And
early 2000s. That was like in the 90s.
Late 90s. Yeah, it definitely was late 90s. Definitely was late 90s, because I was still living at my. Yeah, I know, right? I was trying to save us. Stand down. You just tossed me to this ocean.
You got to be proud of our age right now. These
you right.
Dying, man.
You exactly right. So we're gonna say it. Mid 90s. Me and Stan Groovy Laws. We played on the same team for the Salvation Army. Stan was a dead eye jump shooter. You couldn't tell him to put the ball on the ground now unless he was trying to back you down and do that fadeaway. Other than that, he was not putting the basketball on the ground. Just when you pass the Stan, you probably wasn't going to get it back. But all due respect, you always open. As soon as he walked in the gym, that was his thing. Pass me the damn ball. This is before he got all righteous on this and stuff. But Stan still have his moments. But yeah,
you talking about righteous?
But yes, Mr. Groovy Laws, well respected through the community of Philadelphia. We're proud to have you on here. You also have something coming up, but we do want to ask you a question. Dr. Kyle is a Dallas Mavericks fan, yeah. And
I can see.
Yeah, right. So we were just speaking on the fact that Chris Paul.
Hold on. Why he doing that? Hold on.
Oh God.
He acting all crazy.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I see the shoes back there.
You see that? That's a flex. You see that?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah, he did that on purpose.
Hold up.
That's a flex.
He did that on purpose.
Hey, out of pocket.
No, that's for the kids.
Don't tell me anything.
On purpose.
Oh, look at this. And I will say, Stan is definitely a Boston fan. Yes, he is. He reps it. He reps it. He's not a bandwagon.
Well, he should be.
He reps it. He reps it.
So that's right.
Yeah, y'all in trouble too.
I like y'all over there.
I mean, I wish we were still in the playoffs.
Listen, Stan. We were just speaking on Chris Paul, the aspect of how do you look at Chris Paul right now, after this game. Kyle, you want to ask him the question again so that we can make sure it's correct?
All right, Brother Stan, what's going on with you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm copacetic, sir. Copacetic. Yeah, congratulations on your Boston boys getting this far and doing their thing over there. I see y'all. Yeah. I'm definitely rooting for y'all.
All right, next.
I appreciate it.
You see these guys.
We got time for that.
But no, so we were talking about Chris Paul, just the performance that he had throughout the past series with Dallas, and what I asked him is, given Chris Paul, his legacy, his performance, his Hall of Fame, which he is, future Hall of Famer, given his performance this past series, one, do you look at his performance or just him overall differently, being that what I said is that he didn't rise to the occasion that he was supposed to, right? Before, in all these previous playoff series, he was hurt or injured. This series, at least to our knowledge, while the series was taking place, was that he was healthy. And so I feel like, especially during the latter part of the series, that he didn't rise to the occasion. He didn't do what he was supposed to do, either as a leader or just as a player, to get his team to the next level. Or to get them over the hump. And then also came up the question of like the injury, right? Was that legitimate or not? But what's your takeaway from that series and Chris Paul, just kind of taking into consideration, his performance, his overall performance, and does that affect the way you look at him overall?
Well, no, I mean, one performance or a series of about 3-4 games, 5, whatever it was, does not affect my overall view on Chris Paul as a legend. That's number one. Number two, and I'm going to ask y'all a question that's going to help me answer my question a little bit better. If you know, how many years has he been in the league?
14, right?
Let's just say 14.
Yeah, at least something like that.
We talk about guys who are on the downswing of their careers. You mean these guys went to college? I mean, these guys played. I mean, we can't even count the number of hours, basketball hours that they put in. So people have bad games. Like sometimes I think our expectation of players, we expect them to go get 30, 40 points every night. Like my team, I want Jason Tatum to be the guy every night, but it is just not going to happen. So you got to give. Unfortunately, those times come out when they just can't perform at the optimum peak level, or shall I say, it might be their optimum level because of the downswing that they're going on. So it doesn't affect his legacy as far as I'm concerned. He still is a great player. Even in his older age, he's still playing at a relatively high level for his age and
37.
how long he's been in the league. So we got to give guys kudos, but I do think some guys are staying a little bit longer than they should. And the reason why I think that is because they're going to dangle the carrot before your face. Get the bag. I'm talking about the bag. Get it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. So I respect it, but he's going to downswing. He's on the downswing. And, you want to get those nights where you just can't go. And again, look at who you're playing against. Some guys is 10 years younger than you. You know what I mean? I mean, what you expect? So I don't know. Matter of fact, this is something that a lot of people don't know about Chris Paul. If you go back and look at his vertical jump, his vertical jump coming out of college was in the upper echelon of 38.
Upper 30. He's like a 40.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we didn't really see that because that's not his game.
Mm-hmm.
Using that peak athleticism or that elite athleticism. So that's gone. His speed, his quickness is pretty much dwindling.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna get what you're gonna get at this particular point in his career. So no, it doesn't. He's still a great player. He's been a great player, and he's just on his way out.
And I respect everything that you said. We all agree of everything that you said, but there's an aspect of the game that we seen Chris Paul do, and that's the trash talking. And he was doing that game 1 and 2. How do you feel about that after him talking greasy prior to the 4 games of slide?
Well, I'm assuming everybody on here played basketball before, right? And we've all talked trash. We've all talked trash. But guess what? We've all talked trash, and we got handed us some humble pie. It's a part of the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? You talk trash, either you're going to back it up or you can't. In those particular moments, he couldn't. And we still got to look at this. Basketball is still a team sport. So if you ain't got nobody helping him arise to the occasion or putting in the work that's going to, take some of the focus off him so that it can get him in a rhythm and in a groove, then, you're in trouble. So, it's crazy. I don't think it was warranted for, what's his name? The guy from Minnesota.
Pat Bev, who's viral right now.
Yeah. But again, everybody's a brand and it's a business.
Exactly.
So,
exactly. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Kyle, you got anything else that you wanted to throw in here, or is
no?
that
What I'll say is this. I mean, I agree with what Stan has mentioned. I will say this: if you are going to talk as heavy as he was, and I understand that, like, it's a 7-game series, so absolutely it's going to swing, right? It's going to change momentum, whatever the situation may be. At the same time, I don't think his injury was legitimate. Again, I'm not the athletic training staff, but it does seem like he kind of copped out when he saw it's going that way, like the onslaught that was taking place. For me, if I'm going to talk smack, and I can only speak for me, if I'm going to talk smack as he was to that extent, I got to stand on it. And I'm just going to, I'm not going to take the quick exit out and go the injury route, right? Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, well, no, I'm going to be quiet. I got to stand there. I'm going to just sit there. Like you mentioned, I'm going to eat that humble pie because we're getting it handed to us right now. And I just got to chalk it up. But I'm not going to kind of skate out and take the injury and evade, kind of getting trashed out. Like, no, you take your trash you take your trash in with the rest of the team because you are one of the leaders. So don't go hide on the sidelines or go take this injury and start grimacing and making faces for the camera because the spotlight. Nah, take it. You gotta stand in that. So that's what I'll add to that point.
I feel you. We appreciate that, Kyle, because I know that's mainly what you got on the podcast today to do, and we definitely gonna give you.
Listen, I got my validation from you, and I appreciate that.
No doubt. I'm a realist.
We'll move forward. I don't know where you guys are as far as your agenda. I'm I can sit here and say, as also just a sports fan, we're not doing too well right now. We absolutely, definitely need to win. I think. I do have faith in, if you're going to ask me for a prediction, I don't know if you want to, but I have faith that we're absolutely going to go the distance in this series. Golden State is definitely a different beast than the previous two teams that we played. We got to ring off two straight. It's not even a 2-1. We got to ring off 2 straight.
Let me ask y'all this. Can I ask y'all this question?
Shoot.
Do y'all think Wiseman is coming back at some point?
Next year.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back. They sat him out all this year. There's no reason for him to play now.
Yeah, I wouldn't rush him just because
I wouldn't rush him right now at all. Yeah.
I mean, you don't really need him. I mean, they're doing well.
Yeah. Not to say you
unfortunately.
Don't need him.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna. What I'm saying is this: I'm not gonna say you don't need him for the mission and how they're playing right now.
He don't need to be on the floor.
He doesn't.
No, I agree with that, but I'm looking at it like this: so with Williams. We're playing Williams based on where we are.
Mm-hmm. And he shouldn't be playing.
So he shouldn't be. That's why I think he didn't play. He could have played. But he's like, no, We got this win. Let's see if we can get this other win
without him.
And just keep go as far as we can until we really need them. So I'm wondering if Golden State happens, no disrespect, to knock you guys off, will they try to bring him back to help? Will they try to bring him back in the chip? That's all I was looking at from that perspective.
Now, even if they, it goes in the favor of that, I don't want it to. No, I think they're gonna come out with the chip anyway. I think whoever is coming out the West, whether it be us or them,
don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just saying. Listen, man. Listen,
we going
brother.
through the chip and we winning the chip.
I didn't say it was going to be a route. I'm just saying it's going to be a slugfest.
You said it was a route. You said they're going to win it.
Thanks, Dan.
I'm telling you,
thanks, Dan.
I'm telling you, listen, whether it be us or
it feels good to hear somebody else say these things. It ain't just me. Because he be shooting at me, Stan.
Listen,
he be gunning for me.
I'm just saying, I am a Boston fan. I want y'all to get to the chip. Whether you playing us or you playing Golden State, I do.
If you don't want us to win, don't want us to get to the chip.
I mean, listen, I want to see y'all. I'm a Boston fan. I like Tatum.
Let's go.
I get where you're going. Listen, this way he's going. He's one of those fans that say, I want the team to win the chip that beat us.
No, I'm saying I'm telling you. Listen, let's look at it, bro. Look, the best two teams that are left are in the West. That's just the way it is. If it was Phoenix, I would have been like, no, then say Phoenix, right? If they would have got through and they would have represented the West, I would have been the best team. I would have been like Boston.
Well, let me ask y'all this question then. Since that's your statement, who do y'all feel was the best team after the All-Star break in the league?
Boston. Hands down.
Boston was. We were in the conversation though.
So how the best two teams in the West then?
Because I'm saying what's left right now.
Get
him. How's the best two teams in the league from the West?
But you can't sit here and say that we were in the conversation though.
Hold up, Kyle. I got something for y'all.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
So, Larry, I am happy you mentioned that. You know the reason why? Because what was the key? What was the key component that Stan just mentioned? He asked the question of who is the best team after the All-Star break, right? So we're talking that could be right in the regular season. Absolutely, we're not in the regular season right now. We're in the postseason.
But
teams have changed.
They still
because you can say
no. They still the best team in the East.
Let me ask you this: are we still after the All-Star break?
Yeah.
Say it again.
It don't change that they're the best team after the All-Star break because we're in the playoffs.
It does. You can have, and I know.
Stan,
you know, and I know.
Listen,
Stan.
I digress.
No.
You know, and I know that teams change when they get into the playoffs, right?
Larry's drawing, man. He's drawing.
Teams are different when they get to the playoffs. You know that? No, Larry, am I correct?
Yes, it is.
All right, that's what I'm saying. So a lot can change.
We ain't that different. We swept the Brooklyn, right?
Uh-huh. Okay.
We knocked off Milwaukee.
You ain't knock them off. Y'all won. I'm knock off is like y'all.
Violation, Kyle. That's a violation. That's a violation, Kyle. Kyle will be muted. Hold up, Stan. You can't. You can say whatever you want. We're about to mute Kyle for a second because he was totally out of pocket for that line he just used. So he's been muted. Speak your piece, Stan.
What did he say? I love this. So y'all love this show right here. What did he say that he get kicked off for?
All right, hold on. Let's bring. What you say about the Milwaukee series? When he said we knocked off Milwaukee, what you say?
I said y'all ain't knock them off. Y'all
right. But
y'all won.
Y'all won.
You heard what he just said.
I guess I'm the guest, so you ain't gonna take me off. But...
No, you straight. It's what
I said it first.
No, what you said. His response is what got him muted.
Oh, okay.
His response got him muted.
Right, I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got him out of there. That's what I meant.
He tried to push the fact that y'all beat Milwaukee, the defending champions, out the window. Like, oh, y'all just won. Oh, wow. Yeah, y'all just won.
We knocked them out.
You knocked them off, right? No matter how many games it took, y'all knocked them off, right? Would you like to say anything else to him right now, Stan? I'll take him off mute. It's on you.
I would like to say, bring my brother back, my new friend brother back.
Okay.
Because he didn't know no better.
He didn't know no better. Don't you know no good? You owe Stan an apology.
I stand corrected. I'm not beyond reproach. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I
apologize, Stan. You're right. You're absolutely right.
That's right.
I stand corrected.
When men can say they were wrong.
Right.
No, but
My fault.
this
My
is funny,
apologies.
y'all. I love y'all, man. I love this podcast.
Oh man, I'm glad you joined, man. Just get some. We just gotta get these followers up, man, and get more people to get the dialogue. Like I was saying before, from our previous podcasts and stuff. This is our 16th episode, so we've been doing this for about 2.5 months, and the followers are not following up for the.
How can I share it? Can I share it to my
Listen,
social
yeah,
media?
you could just. I posted it. I'll send you the link, and you could just
I
put it
can't
up.
share it while we on here now.
Yeah, you can share it. Hold on.
Do I hit these people right here?
Hit them.
Oh, boy.
No, we ain't doing that. We ain't on your show. We ain't on your show right now.
Oh, no, I can't do nothing. I don't know how to do it. So
all right, so
I'll
listen,
share it once you post it.
we'll work it out. But Stan, you're gonna be on here quite more because you do a bunch of other stuff as well. But we was letting Kyle get his shine right now because he wanted to be on Dr. Kyle. I'm sorry, no disrespect to my brother, Dr. Kyle. He wanted to get
all the degrees in the back.
Yeah, you said degrees and a Dallas jacket. So I mean, keep messing with him and his Dallas jacket, like you know what I mean. But is that what you really wanted to get off this morning? Pause. Because since Stan is on here, we gotta say pause now and again. You know what I mean? Because him and my homie, they go at it something crazy. Where he at?
Pause.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he at?
Me and your homie do not go at it crazy.
No, yeah. Big, hold on. I'm gonna mute myself.
Yeah.
I'm mute myself.
No, man, come on back. Yeah,
cause that was wrong. That was all the way wrong. But yeah,
cool, man, listen, you don't know no better, man.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, it is.
What's up, though? Talk to me, y'all. I love this, man. Y'all brighten up. I'm glad you called me this morning and invited me on the show, man. And this is really brightening my day, man. I'm just having fun in preparation for next week. So
that's right. And I'm gonna throw the logo up on here. Bam. That's what it's about next week. Yeah, that's what it's about next week. We 5-6 days. What? 5 days away?
Hold up. Yeah. Are you guys coming?
I'm gonna try to make it. As long as I ain't gotta work there. I'm
gonna put y'all on the media list.
Yeah, most definitely.
Send me our names so when y'all can walk,
we'll
y'all come through.
Yeah,
you gotta cut no checks and none of that. You know what I mean, even though it's a charitable fundraiser, if you want to buy something or donate, that's up to you. But
no doubt,
you guys on the media list, so make sure I get all your other guys' names. I know your name, Larry, but you guys.
Kyle, Dr. Kyle, Mr. Casey Osborne.
Where's it gonna be at?
It's gonna be at Newman University. In Aston, PA. Doors open at 5. The girls' game start at 6. Opening ceremonies and all that, and the boys' game follows at 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we got questions. We got questions. First and foremost, listen, we here with the founder. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
The founder of the Philly All-American Game, Mr. Stan Groovy Laws. We're so happy to have you here. Like I said, when he first got on, this was somebody I've known for years. Very, very great man, philanthropist, coach, mentor, however you want to call it. He's out there in the community. Stan, my first question coming from me is, what made you start the Philly All-American Game?
Well, I don't know if you guys are familiar with a young lady by the name of Diamond Johnson.
Yes.
She played at Newman Goretti High School, and she was, I err to say top 10, but she was like top 5 best female student athletes, basketball players in the country. Mm-hmm. She was probably number 1 to 3 top female point guards in the country. And for whatever reason in the politics, she was snubbed by the McDonald's All-American.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody called me, actually a brother by the name of Littell Vaughn. Shout out to Littell Vaughn.
Shout out to
Littell. He sent me a donation this morning for the game. Blessings. He said he won't be in town, but he sent me a donation, to bless the
Check
program.
Rock. What's that? Check Rock, right?
Yes, Check Rock.
Check Rock magazine. Shout out to Littell.
And he called me. He said, Brother Stan, keep Diamond in your prayers, man, because she got snubbed by the McDonald's All-American Game, and every night she's been crying herself to sleep. She's been stressed out. She was hurt because that was her goal, to play in that game, to make that game, and she worked hard over the years. And I mean, the young lady is tough, man.
Yeah, well, definitely. I
So
know her personally. Yep.
I began to pray for her diligently, and I'm gonna be honest, man. One night, I'm gonna say about 3, 4 in the morning, I just got up because I get up around that time every night to pray for our city and our communities and everybody. So I was lifting her up in prayer, and I had just like this. I just felt like I got to do something. Like God was saying, you got to do something to honor this young lady, to bring a smile to her face, to give her some hope that it's going to be all right. And so I started pondering on what to do. So what I did was, I don't got to read that. Well, yeah, I got it. Hold on, let me show you.
Oh, you gotta show us the fits and the sneaks and all that stuff as well.
No.
Yeah. I know.
No.
You just try to show off, man.
I got one of these boxes right here.
Right.
Got a jersey such as this and put Philly All-American on there, her number. You know what I'm saying? So so I had it in a bag. I didn't want nobody to see it. I went to one of her games at Philly U, and I asked the organizer of the showcase event, can I say a few words and give Diamond Johnson a presentation? So he gave me the mic before the game, and he was like, I addressed the crowd and everything, introduced myself, and I called Diamond to the middle, and I said, Diamond, in life, you're going to experience a lot of heartaches, a lot of pain, a lot of disappointments. You're going to have a lot of trials and tribulations, but if you can use those situations as motivation to catapult you to another level, and whatever it is that you aspire to be, you're going to be great. We all are faced with adversity, but even though you're not a McDonald's All-American,
you are.
I want you to know that you're a Philadelphia
All-American.
Definitely.
Right.
And I showed it, and gave it the thing. It was in the newspaper. People, was calling me like crazy. And so a guy named Anthony Fair, he called me, a friend of mine in a group that I'm in. He said, man, that was a beautiful gesture that you did, man. You should think about doing something each year for kids. So I said, I'll figure it out. And that was in 2020. So all of 2020, I was just wondering, what can I do? So it finally hit me in about March of 2021. I said, I know what, I'm gonna put together a game acknowledging and honoring all of the tri-state area's top boys and girls.
Okay.
And so I want to try to make my platform similar to the McDonald's game, the Jordan Brand Classic, the Iverson Classic, the LeBron James, anybody that got a big showcase game for seniors. I want to do it here because we really don't got none for seniors here. We got a lot of stuff for underclassmen. So I said, I'm going to do this. Right. Of course, we're coming out of COVID. So none was open in Philly. So I and this is 2 months before I actually did it. I had no money. I'm just doing this all on faith, man. And if anybody know anything about me, I left SEPTA in 2003 to do full-time ministry.
Yep.
I'm a pastor and a minister, and I founded a nonprofit organization, but I'm not religious. So I got to stress that to people. Yeah. I'm not about religion. Right. I'm about having a relationship with God and humanity. That's what it's about for me. Right. I'm not knocking with nobody else. I'm talking about for me. Yes, with that being said, organized the game. People were giving me tidbits. Now, mind you, I do full-time ministry, so I don't have no income. So wherever it is going to come from somewhere. And I believe God sent people in my life to bless me with this and give me that. And whatever things that I do when I speak at places or churches, I take my money and sow right back into my community, into my family, into the city, and whatever it is that I'm doing for others. Because I believe I'm blessed to be a blessing. Yes, you know what I mean? If y'all came in my house right now, y'all wouldn't see no furniture. You know what I mean? Because it's all trophies and sneakers and bags and anything that's going to be a blessing to the kids. That other stuff I could get, I ain't worried about that. So I've learned to be more other-centered. So with that being said, I started that game, and shout out to Rasul Diggins Jr. He was the first player to commit to the game, and it just everybody just followed that.
Right.
All top area players in Philly, Jersey, Delaware. Man, it was crazy. I had 25 guys in that game. 18 of them went to D1 schools.
And
in my first year.
And Sewell is in the process of transferring to the University of UMass.
Went to UConn. I had the boy I forgot his name. They go to Marquette. I got guys that went to Richmond, and it was just awesome. But so God bless that game to commence over at the Camden Croc Center. And we had about, somebody told me about, they believe about 800-900 people came through the doors. Because you got some people come to the game and leave. You know, they come see the girls play and leave. But I believe at one time we had probably 600 people in there, sitting there watching the boys' game. It was packed. And so I was like, man, this year I got to start on this joint early. So I started in January.
Yeah, this one's going to be super packed.
Yeah, this is going to be crazy.
It's going to be super packed.
It's crazy. I got the artists, Zai Sosa. They came to my camp. See, these people that's playing, every part of this program has a connection to what God has been doing in my life and people that I came in contact with. And so even down to the awards, I got an award named after Marvin O'Connor, who I mentored him from the ground up.
Shout out to Marv.
He scored 18 points in 1 minute. Yeah, St. Joe. I got an award named after my daughter.
Your daughter's a baller?
After your daughter. She grabbed 42 rebounds.
42 rebounds. Yep. I went to a couple of the games.
Yeah.
She's second only to Will Chamberlain in the history of the game to have recorded that number of rebounds. Will recorded 55. She recorded 42. And so for me, that's my goal.
Yep.
You know what I mean? No basketball player, nobody can tell me about effort.
Right.
And she had 24 rebounds in the same, 24 points in that game. So, you know what I mean? And she averaged a double-double, 21 points and 21
All right,
rebounds.
we're going to stop bragging on baby girl.
I got a little excited.
We're going to stop bragging on baby girl, you know what I'm saying?
No, bringing it back in, Diamond Johnson is the reason for this game. Shout out to Diamond Johnson. And giving these young men and women a platform that they wouldn't ordinarily be able to get without something like this.
Shout out to my bro. He's watching online. He said salute to brother Stan.
This
is a testimony without saying keep faith and salute. Yeah.
Amen.
Most definitely appreciate you, Daryl, for watching, watching the pod. But yeah, man, that was my first question. I'm gonna pass it over to Kay. You got a question for him?
Almost definitely. Also, just give you kudos as well on why.
God be the glory, man. It ain't about me.
Why it's so important for this Philadelphia All-American game, because when we were growing up, me, Larry, I'm sure yourself, Kyle as well. The only games that showcase anybody from the tri-state area, if you made it to that level, 9 times out of 10 was either
Total Response,
Mickey D's. Back in the day, he hit the Dapper
Sunny Hill.
You had
Sunny Hill was all Philly All-American there.
Yeah,
not everybody could play in Sunny Hill. Most of the kids could play in total Response. We play up in the Belfield League, but you had to select a few that could play in the Sunny Hill League. You really had to
see, watch this, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
You got to remember, those still were leagues.
Right, exactly. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Singular game. So now you got to remember, all the stuff that's coming at me from people is crazy right now. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Right, no, I understand what you're saying totally, but I was just saying in general, it was just picking up my fault, Kay. I ain't mean to cut you off. But just to put it in a nutshell, what we had here was only our leagues. We didn't have that game that say Sean Colson, Black, Eric, y'all belong to be here. Donnie Carr, y'all belong on this pedestal. We didn't have that.
Right.
To be honest, shout out to a brother. I don't really get too much deep in it, but they didn't have it for seniors because Shub had a game for about 30 years now.
Oh yeah, my bad. No disrespect, Shub. My bad.
So I want to shout him out.
Big shout out to Shub. Big shout out Shub. And he's still doing his thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna definitely show love to people, man. Even though some people don't show love to me.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all good.
I've been around. I know. It's all good.
Yes, sir.
It's all good. But go ahead, Kay. I ain't mean to cut you off.
No,
but yeah.
You're good. No, thank you for that. Thank you for that, because that was you just gave people a lot of insight and information on that. But like I said, those big time showcases, for Philly players and stuff like that, or tri-state area players, if they made it to that level, and they had to be super elite, like I said, Mickey D's and Dapper Dan, the Roundball Classics and stuff like that. What's the joint in Kentucky? The Kentucky Derby Festival, all that stuff and everything. Yeah. But now this is perfect, especially for the tri-state area, for the Philly All-American game, because not only I'll do also Jordan Brand Classic too, but it's now you're going to see what Philadelphia has to offer, because everybody's always talking about New York, Chicago, the Midwest, California, Texas, Florida, California.
And it will be streamed live too. It will be streamed.
Most definitely, most
You
definitely.
know,
We got to
now-
make sure we get that link so we can put it up there, even if we don't go live. And if I could figure out a way to go live from the event from my phone or whatever the case may be, I'll probably do something like that. But we definitely gonna make sure we get it out there as much as possible. So just make sure you get the links out to us so that we can just, you know what I mean, post
I'll
them
email
all
it to you as soon as we hang up.
Yep.
Go ahead, brother K. We can't keep cutting him off.
Yeah,
No, that's what to worry about. No, Larry dropping jewels. I like when Larry can stand like this. You know,
it's crazy. It's crazy, Stan, bro. But listen,
Look, Doc tripping over this.
yeah, but since we started this podcast, it's always been like that. Like, as soon as he'll start saying something, I'll add to it, or he'll wait until I'm finished and then cut me, like try to go. So I think it was like a perfect combination with my childhood friend that we grew up. You know, like he's a nice guy too, staying on the basketball court. So if you come with your kids to the game,
I see you got on the Clippers shirt.
yeah, that's sad. But if you're ever at a game and you got your kids there, you're liable to get 30 because he wants to be nice in front of your kids.
Not even him, Larry. You bring your grain. You bring your pop.
You bring your pop. Yeah, all you got to bring. Just don't make Stan. Listen, you see K over there, and you got your kids. He gonna let the dad get some win, and you get 30 smooth.
Sub your old head in.
Easy subbing, man. Dr. Kyle, you got any questions for Brother Stan?
Brother K ain't even finished yet, though.
Yeah, never finished his.
I got one more question.
No, we don't want you. Don't pause. We don't want you to unload the clip right away. We want to just pass.
You know what? I'm proud of you, Larry.
See, I caught it.
You had a pre-pause premonition. So you paused yourself.
Oh man,
that was me.
You talking about you unloaded the clip? Yeah, that was super pause to the 10th hour.
Yeah, no doubt. Dr. Kyle, you have anything for Brother Stan?
I like the work that you're doing, Brother Stan. Absolutely.
I'm always gonna keep saying it. To God be the glory. I'm sorry.
And that is very much true. But you are the vessel, and you are the person that he's doing the work through.
Indeed.
All right. So at the same time as you giving your glory where it's where it's supposed to go, you are still the person that's doing it here in the physical
I appreciate
form.
that.
So yeah, absolutely. I love what you're doing. And it's important. I'm gonna kind of echo what Larry and Casey already mentioned, is that unfortunately Philadelphia, a lot of those kids don't get the shine that they should, unfortunately. Right. Like, unless you're hooked up with a program in the Catholic League, or you got one of these other different charter schools and they're already on a traveling and they got the notoriety already. Unfortunately, if you don't already have those associations with you, you're not going to get the shine that you should. So this is absolutely so beneficial for a lot of those kids, and like you said, it gives them something to strive for. Like, it gives them, every kid wants to be an All-American. Right, absolutely, right, great goal. But and I know it doesn't always work out that way. So this is the next step, but this is also an additional goal that you can have. And it's also good for the kids' family and friends, because not everybody can travel. Right, not every family member can travel down. When they're playing in other different states, and they're playing, in the AAU tournaments, or in the teams that travel down south or out west or whatever. So at least this gives them an opportunity to see them, locally. If they're not able to make the basketball games, they're not able, because parents work, family members work, people work. So sometimes you have a lot of kids that are playing games throughout the season and their family's not able to make it. So, this is an opportunity, or an additional opportunity for them to be able to support their kids, support their family. I'm loving it, man. I really do.
And let me just put out a disclaimer that I did last year. I'll probably do it once again this year. So even though the name Philadelphia All-American Game comes from the concept of two words, not the geographical area. Philadelphia is composed of the word philos and adelphos, which is brotherly love, or love for my brother. And so by me being a spiritual person and a man of faith, everybody, black, white, man, woman, regardless of your ethnic background, Chinese, Puerto Rican, everybody is my brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? And so the platform was open to everybody. And so what I did this year was in January, anybody can nominate somebody to play in the game. So what I do is I take about 50 nominees and I just try to take the best 50 out of those nominations, boys and girls, and I got a player who's from Harrisburg who went to high school in Arizona. He's going to Auburn. His name is Chance Westry. He's one of the top players. He's probably top 50 in the nation in this game. You see what I'm saying? I got so many talented players that are top 100 or top 150 players in the nation and even last year that's playing in this game. And so I want people to know that it ain't just about North Philly, West Philly, South Philly, Germantown, Mount Airy, and so on and so forth. It's about giving kids a platform. I mean, we got some of the best kids in the area that are going to some big time situations, and they haven't even been asked to play in an all-star game, let alone an all-American game. Right. And so again, this platform is to give these young men, these young women, a platform that they would never have had it wasn't for a person like Diamond Johnson being snubbed and God laying on my heart to try to put something together that's going to be a blessing. And I live by this motto, man, and I believe I'm blessed to be a blessing. That's my goal. So whatever I don't care, whatever I have, I believe it's not for me. And we say it all the time. We leave this earth, we can't take it with us.
Exactly.
So why not be able to help somebody that's in need or put a smile on somebody's face. or give I mean, I got a young lady coming from New York. Her name is Kayla, what's her name? Where is it at? Kayla, I think it's Kayla Lewis. She goes to the famed Lincoln High School. I think Marbury went there, right?
Yep, Marbury. Yep.
Marbury.
Yeah.
Stephon Marbury, Sebastian.
She's the leading scorer in the city of New York at 30 a game, and she third in the state of New York.
Wow.
Somebody fell out my game, and they called me about her. I said, yeah, come on down. They just called me the other day and said, Brother Stan, we want to buy 25 tickets. We bringing a bus down. Like, this is what this is about.
Right. Exactly.
And I didn't want to really bring this up, but Larry kind of mentioned it. It's crazy to think that you got people out here hating on what I'm doing. But what it does is it inspires me even more because I know that you can't have love without hate. You can't have good without evil or good without bad. Or, you know what I mean? And so on and so forth. And so, but that inspires me because it lets me know that I'm doing something right. And that God is getting ready to do something that I can't even fathom. Somebody in this situation is going to be blessed so much as they move forward in their life that I might not never even hear about it, but it's going to be a blessing to them because they're like, wow, when they look back, this guy gave me, I don't even know half these kids personally.
Yeah,
I never even met them. Actually, go ahead, I'm sorry.
My bad, I'm sorry. Like, also keep in mind also too, Stan, that you're also like what you're doing great things out there. There's also a ripple effect as well, because not only at the Philadelphia All-American game, not only are you providing, exposure for these kids, you're also, providing, like jobs for some of these kids too, because not everybody can be a basketball player. They could be a vendor, which you can get in contact with somebody at Newman to like get into like a business class or whatever the case may be. And also too, the key word, D1 scholarships, as you were talking about. Some of these people come from,
You went out.
Your signal.
Your cricket acting up.
Say something. Yeah, your cricket acting up. See, Stan, you catching on. Kyle, am I wrong? Kyle, don't I? Kyle, don't I?
Did it to me, Paul.
I was about to get you. I was violation. You was about to get it gong. You was about to pause. You was about to get it, Stan.
There you go.
Hold on. What made it worse? I said y'all though.
Y'all.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Okay, yeah. Let me. I'll finish my thought and I'll jump off the podium. No, it's what you're saying too. You're also providing like scholarships and for these kids, and then some of these people like some of us don't come from like the the best socioeconomic background and stuff like that. So and what you're doing, you're just providing futures for all these kids because you're basically providing them a way that they can be upstanding men and women courtesy of the college free of charge.
So watch this. Can I add something to what you just said? And
yeah,
nobody knows this, but I guess God had me bring it out on this platform. In addition to it being a showcase game, this is my charitable fundraiser for my free Bible basketball camp, which I've been running for 20 years.
Hey.
So watch this, though. Every kid that plays in this game, they get community service.
Say it again, Stan. You going out? You going out? Your sound. Yeah.
Every kid that plays in this game gets community service hours because I have a legitimate nonprofit charitable organization.
Yep.
So from the time they walk in the door till they leave, they have their hours. All they have to do is call me. I have the letter already waiting for them that they can submit to their college when they need community service down the line for their internships or whatever.
Right,
That's
which
great.
goes
Available
That's
for
great.
them.
Great
So
on your
this is not. Yes, so this is not just about basketball.
Right.
See, I use basketball as a vehicle
As a tool.
to be a blessing and to witness to other people. That's what this is about. I could care less about wins and losses. Matter of fact, I changed my MVP format for the game. You know how when somebody, the winning team, normally the best player on that team. No, I opened it up. The best player, the player of the game will get the MVP, the best player of the game. I don't care if their team lost because it's not about wins or losses.
Right.
That's crazy,
And it's
Stan.
going to make everybody play harder now.
Right,
Well, I
right.
got a chance to win it. My team ain't got to win it. You know what I mean? So this how I just try to do something different. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. That's
Not
why
at
I
all.
only chose seniors. And I just want to be a blessing, man. That's all. And put a smile on these kids and these families' face.
That says a lot because you was rolling right here because I had a couple questions that was going like how the players are sorted out. I had a couple of questions here that I was going to ask, but being as though you hit them, pause. I got it. Pause.
I got a question for you, Stan.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I got a quick question for you. Now, also you were mentioning like charity and everything like that, and also I've been reading that you guys are partnering up with the Danny Rumpf Foundation too. Are they sponsoring with you, or what's going on with that? And like, how awesome is that you guys are like partnering up with the Danny Rumpf Classic?
That's a great question because I was about to ask about the sponsorship thing.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Sorry.
No, bro. That's why we here. We here together.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a very transparent person.
Very.
And so you can really ask any question, and I'm not throwing no shots at nobody. So I'm glad we on the sponsorship thing. I put up a post the other day that says people see the glory, but they don't know the story. So they only see the surface or the outside or the exterior of what's going on or what somebody's going through or how it looks, but they don't know internally. And as you mentioned, Danny Rumpf, I coached at Community College of Philadelphia as an assistant
Congratulations
coach.
on championship.
Yes, we won
because me and Kay, let's give you a shout out. If you check out our episodes, I forgot what episode it was directly. When I saw you post it, all y'all, we shouted y'all out on the show
That's what's up,
for winning the championship.
Yep.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate it.
Like I said, we building at the same token. While we're building, whether we or not we had the subscribers and all that stuff yet, but it's just about us just doing this, to enjoying it, having fun, having this dialogue that we having, and just like barbershop talk. But we did acknowledge y'all championship on the show.
That.
We definitely
I
did.
appreciate that, man. And listen, just an encouragement to you guys. And I had to learn this, even in the ministerial walk that God has given me. Even if one person is listening. You know what I'm saying?
Daryl crazy. Daryl said, K got a Walmart mobile running out of minutes. You keep going in and out.
But even if it's one person watching the show or one person listening or one person, we've impacted somebody.
Somebody, yep.
You know what I mean? And so with that being said, we was in the national tournament down in Rockford, Illinois, and we was having dinner. And Mike Morak, shout out to Danny Rumpf and Mike Morak.
Oh, definitely shout out to Mike.
he called me and said, "Hey Stan, I'd like to be a blessing to the Philly All-American game. Where do I send a donation?" And stepped to the side, stepped out the group and talked to him, and just really thanked him for what he's doing, and send me a couple dollars, and I said, just send me your logo so I can make sure I put it on the banner and shout you out on my all of my correspondence and all of my social media. And it's I say all that to say that y'all probably see a lot of logos, a lot of people ain't come through yet. And so a lot of stuff that you see I'm doing, again, is from the muscle. You know what I mean? See, this is the one thing for me that I think, and again, I'm always going to brag on God, because when you guys, if you guys decide to come, or if you watch the live feed, the stuff that you're going to see is God working through a person with very limited funds. And when I say limited funds, I'm talking about less than $8,000. See, but it's going to look like it's 20 and 30,000.
Yep.
Not to get into the numbers, but y'all know we in a day and time of economic hardship and inflation. And so, can y'all imagine a university?
Cricket going out again.
Is it me again?
No.
Oh. Can y'all imagine a university giving you their facility? Yo, you messing with my train of thought. You growing. Yo, can y'all imagine a university giving you their facility from 3 o'clock to 11 o'clock at night? What's that, about 7 hours?
7 hours.
You can only imagine you could get a low
charge.
Room for what, $100, $200 a day in these, what they call them, the event space.
Event space. Yep, exactly.
So you can only imagine how much they will be charging. But when I tell you, God bless me through actually my guy Marvin O'Connor, and his connection with someone at Newman University.
Much better.
Man, I cried. Put it like this.
Way
they
better.
told me how much I had to pay. I literally cried tears of joy. But I say all that again to say that some people are still coming through. Some people haven't come through yet. I know y'all probably see a lot of the logos, but guess what? That's just me stepping out on faith, saying, right. I trust if you say you want to do it, you want to do it.
Do it.
But if you don't do it, God gave me this vision. It's still going to work out. So God bless you anyhow. Yep. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, Mike Morak and shout out to my guy Joe Richmond, Delaware Blue Coats. They're behind the scenes sponsoring, giving away tickets and Gatorade items. They just, man, see, because it's not always about money either. That's another thing.
Not at all. Not at all.
Some people are donating T-shirts. Some people,
it's the little things. That's the little things.
Man,
and it's people showing appreciation for the man that you are. You know,
man,
I
appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody, man. And I'm probably different than a lot of these. And I'm not downplaying no ministers or pastors or whatever somebody want to call themselves. I'm regular old brother Stan. Yeah, I got my degree. Yeah, I got my license and all that. But I don't care about no titles and none of that. Right. I'm just your brother. But what's different about me, God has shown me in the ministerial walk that he's given me, or the ministry that he's entrusted me with. He said, you got to do one thing. I said, what's that, Lord? He said, you got to avail yourself. You got to be available when people need you, because that's what I call, if you want to be like Jesus or like Christ, Christ was available for anybody. He wasn't running from nowhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? He already knew he got to go to the cross. He could have left and ran. But he said, I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to do what I was called to do, or what I was sent to do. And so 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, people call me for prayer, Bible study, whatever it is. If I can help you, I can help you. If I can't, I'm going to try to help get you the resources to help you. You know what I mean? Because we can't help everybody. So that's what I pride my ministry off of availing myself and presenting myself as a servant to others. Because that's really what minister means, servant. Yes, it don't mean you just a high mighty person in this organizational structure. It means you're here to serve. And a lot of folks don't want to serve, man. Or they want somebody to serve them. You know what I mean? Yes. So man, I just thank God for using me, because I realized a long time ago, God don't need us. We need him. You know what I mean? And even with this platform, see, this, for me, this is not coincidence. It's no coincidence that No, I don't know Larry or you guys are thinking about bringing me on the show. You know what I mean? I'm quite sure Larry kind of pause too. I got to pause myself. What I'm about to say. Larry kind of sized me up this morning by asking me. Larry was asking me like, "Hey, you want to just come out and say it?" He was like, "What you got going on today? What you doing?"
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Pause. He was filling me out.
Right.
So I was like, "No, man." But see, again, I can say that because I'm availing myself. That's what's in me. You know what I mean? I'll stop what I'm doing when God shows me that this is important. You know what I mean? Because it ain't about me, man. And I've learned to be other-centered as opposed to selfish or self-centered.
Most definitely. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. We have,
I
like
appreciate
I said,
you, man.
the years of friendship, and it's never going nowhere. And he's a real genuine person. And I say that his doors is open to any and everybody. You don't have to know Stan. Stan can see you walk across the street and you just down. Stan is the guy that's gonna walk over there. Some of us will be like, "What you going over there for?" No, that brother needs somebody to say something to him. Right. That's who Stan is. Honestly.
Again, Diamond Johnson. I didn't know her. The night I went and presented her that word, I never encountered her in my life, other than just hearing about her. And from that, it took off, man. And she communicates with me. She DM me. She send me stuff. I post her stuff, and she just always say thank you, man. She thanks me profusely. You know what I mean about the gesture.
She's very appreciative.
That's very.
She's
appreciative,
very
man.
appreciative and so down to earth.
Yeah,
so
I'm
down to
appreciative
earth
for the opportunity that was given, and just like I text you before I got on here. Here we go. I said thank
Kyle,
you for the opportunity, man.
What we gonna do with this ball, man?
Hey, man, let him rock out. He all right. He cool.
All right.
It's the house.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. It's an older house. So,
but man, like she's very she's very appreciative. And another person which I was happy to see yesterday. They revealed it. Well, I call her like my niece, but Majay finally she got committed to Virginia State Historical Black College. I'm super duper proud of her, and she's also playing in the Philly All-American game.
Yes,
and
man.
Dope. That's dope.
Listen, if I can, man, I just want to shout out some names of the kids.
Shoot it. Hey, listen.
In the game, man.
He's going again. He hold up. I don't want to interrupt you, so let's bring him back again. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you said it's brother K, right?
No, that's just KC. That's Dr. K. That's Dr. Kyle, and that's KC. See, look,
it's the house. I'm trying to tell you. It's
KC,
the house.
KC about to make me break out in prayer, man. Like we gonna have to start praying for this brother. But
go ahead, Stan.
And ask God to increase his megahertz and his modem, his internet service.
Drop a bomb on him, Stan.
We gonna ask God for increase.
Go ahead, his bandwidth is short. Pause.
Yes.
Go ahead, Stan. You can give us the names of these players.
Hold on, and Doc over there keep talking about the house is old. Like you live in one of them mansions out in Fairmount Park or something.
Yo, look at this. Look at this. That's why I love this show. We keep it 100.
But I just want to give y'all some of the names.
Go ahead.
Of the young ladies and what's going on. Majay Hayes, man, who headlines. She's the captain of Team Hayes out of Newman Goretti High School, and she'll be heading off, like you said, to Virginia. I'm talking about Virginia State.
Hold on, Stan. Daryl said KC stand for Can't Connect.
That was weak. I can't co-sign that with Daryl. That was weak. that was weak, Daryl.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I hit the buzzer.
I got hit the button.
That was terrible. Yeah, that was terrible.
Majay Hayes, Newman Goretti, Virginia State. We got a young lady by the name of LaShonda Smith from over Jersey at Life Center. Right now, she's undecided. a young lady by the name of Fiona Davis, who attends Mastery Shoemaker. She's also undecided. We got a talented young lady, 5'10", out of I believe Notre Dame High School in the area, named Maeve McErlane. She's headed off to DePaul University. A girl from O'Hara, 6'2", Maggie Dugan. She'll be going to Richmond University. And we got a young lady from MOTEP, 5'10", named Janiyah Smith. She's currently undecided, so hopefully she'll get something soon. Another young lady from Numa Goretti, 5'9". I think her name is Deaza Atkinson. Man, a young lady headed to Loyola, Maryland. Out of Westtown. Her name is Malia Van Otu. You got a young lady, from Villa Maria High School, Tori Nigro. She'll be attending Jefferson University, formerly known as Philly U. A 6-foot dynamo player from Pennsbury High School, heading to Maryland, University of Maryland, named Ava Sciola. Another young lady from Archbishop Carroll. Her name is Grace O'Neill. She'll be going to Drexel. And on team, finally bringing up the rear. I don't know if she's playing. I think she's injured, but we're still going to try to honor her and show her some love. I think she had surgery or something like that. Her name is Jayla Robinson out of Mastery Charter. She's currently undecided.
Yeah. She was out all year.
Yeah, she was out all year. But again, we still want to show love.
So most definitely.
We could have easily threw somebody in there that could play. But again, you want to be a blessing, man.
Right.
For the white team, Bridie McCann. She's the captain of that team. She came out. She's from what school she's at? Bonner Prendy. She'll be going to Siena, University of Siena, or Siena University. Another young lady from Westtown, Kayleen Schmeichel, 6 foot player. I'm going to Rutgers University. Another young lady, 5'9", out of Life Center, heading out to VCU. Her name is Tamaya Lewis Euste. Another Westtown player, Olivia Wiggins. She's currently undecided. We got a girl named Sydney Scott, I believe. Yes, Sydney Scott. She's from O'Hara, Cardinal O'Hara. She'll be going to Marshall University. We have a young lady from Carroll named Maggie Grant. She'll be attending Villanova University in the fall. A 6'1" kind of forward out of Woodbury High School in New Jersey. A young lady by the name of Niall Miller. She'll be attending Howard University. Shipley, from the Shipley School, a 6-foot power forward guard. She can do a lot of things, handle the ball. Her name is Lauren Redcroft. She'll be attending Catholic University. I think that's down in D.C.
Okay.
Another young lady from MOTEP, undecided, Tanaya Finney. And then we have another young lady from O'Hara. I think she just committed somewhere. Her name is Annie Wilde. I think she may be going to Villanova as well. Yeah, I think she just committed to Villanova. The young lady I talked about from New York, from Lincoln High School in New York, Kayla Lewis, she will be attending Howard University as well. And we have another young lady from Methacton High School. She'll be going to a school called Christopher Newport. Her name is Nicole Timko. And finally, another young lady from Friend Central who was injured, or they say she might play. She's cleared to play, but they don't know if she's going to play. She'll be attending Ursinus University. Her name is Madison Smith. And so that rounds out the girls' team. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, congratulations to all the young ladies who are reaching this Philly All-American game. We look forward to seeing y'all all play, and it's take it
this
in.
Friday, yeah.
Take it in. This game is Friday. Pause. Pause. That. But
and you said it twice though.
Yeah, I know.
It was like you was excited about it.
No, yeah,
he was like
tripping.
Stay
tripping. Stay tripping.
Whoa.
You stay tripping. There you go, brother Stan. But yeah, you thank you to these young ladies for making it to this game. This is definitely something that y'all can add to the wish list, because we all, as basketball players, want to play on the highest level as possible, be acknowledged for anything that we do. You know, not everybody reaches that point, but to actually say that, you know, I made this team with all the rest of these great players that are along playing beside me, is definitely an accomplishment. So
And,
salute to
excuse me,
y'all.
I would be I would be remiss. I don't know how I forgot when we were talking about sponsorships. I would be remiss if I didn't talk about a guy by the name of John, and it's sad that I don't even know his last name, but I just met him. See, the guy just, yo, man. If I sit down and just told y'all my testimony, man. But John, shout out to John from Sports Connection. If you know anything, you know the sneaker craze is going crazy. These Jordans and these
Right.
Yeezys and all
Right.
that. Well, they got a store that got all the high end sneakers out in Doylestown. And Sports Connection, I met this guy one time, and I'm gonna just keep it a bean. I guess I shouldn't put his business out there because it is business, but I don't really care. But out of respect for him, but I went and met him. A friend of mine introduced him to me. Actually, shout out to Rasul Diggins Senior.
Oh, senior.
They call this guy.
What's up, Soul?
Yeah. And he introduced me to John of Sports Connection, the owner, and said, "Come on up on Tuesday." I met him on a Sunday. He said, "Come up Tuesday, and I'll have something for you." And he's actually my official sponsor. I'll put it like that.
Nice.
And so even the stuff that y'all see behind me, the shoes, he's responsible for purchasing the shoes for the boys and girls.
Nice.
The boys got Kyrie. The boys got Kyrie's and hold on, let me let y'all see it.
Well, we know you already stunting. Here you go, stunting
the
again. You
Kyries
got to
over
stunt
there?
again. That's like the fourth time you done stunted on us. And you know the AF1s is very limited, man. You know, AF1s, Kyrie.
Y'all my deal.
Listen,
But he got
I
the
can use a
Kyries
pair.
for
I'm just saying. I'm just leaving it, put it out there.
Hey, let me know. Well, I ain't see a cash app pop up yet.
Oh, I thought I was going to be sponsored. I thought that was part of the sponsorship in the basement. We looking for sponsors too.
Well, look, I'm still looking for some of my sponsors.
The sponsors. But my brother's brother.
But the boys got the Kyrie fours, black and royal blue, and the girls got some Paul Georges, some silver Jordans. They nice in the uniforms. But like I said, John and Sports Connection is responsible for helping me purchase these. I mean, and I'll just say the shoes, without giving away the numbers of the sponsorship, the shoes came up to close to $5,000.
Hey, listen, 20 pair, 20 if you're doing 10 and 10.
No.
At 15.
Actually, you got to remember, some people copped out the game. So shout out to all the kids that committed. So I had to get other sizes. So I had to double back and get them. So I think I got about 28 boys pairs and probably like 26 girls pairs. Yeah, so but it's 24 and 24. So yeah. So I'm
you're talking a being 25, being 50 at the minimum per shoe.
Man,
listen,
God is good. That's all I can
all
say,
the time. Man. All the time. You know, they put people in front of you that sometimes you might not even know that's going to be a blessing to yourself.
Man, listen,
you know what I'm saying? You just got to put yourself out there sometimes. Sometimes you just, you know, it takes that, man. And I've learned.
Faith, man. That's what faith is.
Yep.
Trusting, man. But yeah.
Yeah. So to your boys, what's the boys that's playing?
Well, the boys, Derek Simpson is oh man, this guy is. I went to see him a couple of times. He's out of Lenape High School, and he's a 6'3" guard. Committed to Rutgers University in the fall. This guy is tough, very talented. He leads the blue team. He's the captain of the blue team. We got a kid, 6'5" from Imhotep Charter by the name of Moab Abdullah. Shoot the three, high flyer. I mean, this is going to be crazy. Kid out of Roman Catholic, 6'3", heading to Hofstra University by the name of Khalil Farmer.
Yeah,
He'll be participating. A 6'2" guard out of MCS Charter High School just committed to IUP, Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Great point guard, played with team final championship team. Jaheem, they call him Ja Bethea. He'll be playing. You got a 6'8" kid from IMG Academy who formerly went to, I believe, Numa Goretti. Kid by the name of Blaze Vesp. He'll be heading to Florida Gulf Coast in the fall. And we got a 6'9" center out of Life Center. His name is Landon Shivers, and he'll be attending Caldwell University in the fall. We got a kid that went to Camden High, played this past year or past season at Sunrise Christian Academy in Wichita, Kansas. He's coming back. He's decided. So I believe by the time of the game, we'll have his decision. But he's making his decision, or have already made his decision. He just didn't go public yet with it. So I don't want to give that information out right now. But Jerome Brewer, 6'8", out of Sunrise Christian Academy. A kid by the name of Joe Nathan Kelly, 6'2", out of Quality Prep High School. Went to Strawberry Mansion High School. Also coached him when I was at Fieri Charter when he was like a freshman. He's going to Division I JUCO called Baltimore Community College or Baltimore County Community College. So he'll be attending there. We got a 6'2" guard out of Ben Salem High School. He's currently undecided. His name is Aaron Sanders. And we just got a guy who I added to the game. And when I looked at this guy's film and his talent, he formerly went to the Patrick School, finished up at Olympus Prep. He's going to Delaware State University on a basketball scholarship. 6'8" guy by the name of Kareem Ewell. A kid from South Philly High, currently undecided. I just really added him in the game. A couple kids dropped out for whatever reason. I ain't begging nobody to play, man. I got 100 million kids
that want to play.
Yep. You know what I mean? And so I got this kid named Dayon Warren, very talented, athletic, very I can't even say this, but I'm gonna pause myself. He's a very heady, very heady guard. Like, hey man, forget you, man. Forget you. And last but not least, I actually offered this kid in January. This is one of the first kids I offered to play. And respect to him and his maturity, he initially declined because he didn't know where he would be at this particular point in the year to even know if he'll be able to play. And so he just, when I was looking for a couple of kids, I reached out to my guy, Julian Dunkley. Shout out to Julian Dunkley over Jersey. This kid became available, and he's actually leaving school to come play in the game.
Wow.
But he's already at his college.
At the school already, right.
Is a 6'6", athletic, smart, talented, do everything guard by the name of DR.KYLE. I don't know if y'all heard of him. He's attending Syracuse University. So he's coming down to play in the game. Like, yo, this
that says a lot.
It's getting better. Now, mind you, the kid that just said he ain't want to play, don't got no school. I think he playing AAU somewhere still. So you don't want to play on a platform like this. And I don't know whatever the reason is, but if you're going to go to prep school, then again, I really don't want you to play. Because this game is designed for kids who are done prep school and done high school and is venturing off to college. So if you want to play next year, then shout out to them. But then I also hear people in people's ears, don't play in stand game, don't play in this. And that's nothing but the devil, but it's all good. But look, that's why I posted, God always got a ram in the bush. I got kids in here that's going to Syracuse, that's going to Rutgers, going to Hofstra. I mean, that rounds out the blue team. The white team, which is, oh my God, we got Jamil Brown, 6'4" guard, heading to Penn State.
Yeah.
Out of Westtown High School, talented. Just won the championship, the independent school championship, state championship. And this kid right here, I'm gonna keep it a beam. This kid is another one of those kids like Copeland who I'm just blessed for this kid to be playing in this game. He's like, I believe he's top 40 something in the nation. Kid out of at AZ Prep Campus in Arizona, from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Kid by the name of Chance Westry. He will be participating in this game. 6'5" guard, do everything. Some people said he could possibly be one and done.
Really?
That's how good they said this kid. And I've watched him.
I seen some clips and stuff. He's tough.
Man, listen, he's talented. Another kid, 6'6", out of West Catholic High School, attending Cal State Bakersfield in the fall, Kasim Watson. A kid out of Cheltenham, just committed to Delaware Valley University. 6'3" guard, I think he's the player of the year in that district. 6'3", Rasheem Gary. He'll be playing. Got a 6'9" center forward that can shoot the three, do everything. Put it on the floor from Mount Pocono West. Heading off to VCU in the fall, Christian Furman. Tough. Justin Moore, 6'2" out of Archbishop Wood. Pause.
Yeah, nephew.
Going to Drexel University.
Nephew.
You know what I mean? And another kid heading to Boston College, 6'5", out of the Phelps School, Chaz Kelly. Also got a 6'3" kid out of Paula VI, heading off to Lynn College in Florida, a D2 school, I believe. His name is J.P. Barron. I believe his father coaches at Gwinnett Mercy University. A 6'3" kid heading off to Fisk University in the fall, currently attending or graduating from Lincoln High School here in Pennsylvania, Tamir Powell, a kid that grew up in my program. Another kid, Jacob Beckel, 6'3" out of Constitution. Tough. This kid can go, athletic,
Rob Moore.
shoot it, handle. Shout out to Rob Moore. And another addition just added, 6'9" out of Mount Zion Academy, headed to East Carolina. A kid by the name of Elijah Jones. And this game is going to be crazy, man.
Yeah.
This game going to be crazy. And I'm gonna give y'all a little insight about these kids, man. These kids are great character kids. Come from some various backgrounds and various situations. But all in all, these kids are striving to be the best that they can be. But on our IG group chat, right? I just happen to go in there and look and see what's going on, see if any dialogue, because I'm always posting, encouraging. And Derek Simpson's team, the blue team. These guys is on there talking about chemistry and camaraderie for an all-star game. Guys, let's make sure we share the ball and let's play hard, get back on defense. You know what I mean? Let's not be out there gunning. If somebody hot, we're going to feed them. I'm like, y'all ain't really in here talking about this.
Right.
Not in 2022 where everybody is selfish. Everybody trying to get theirs. No, they coming to play. And so I added to the group. I said, well, win or lose, the player of the game is going to be the player of the game. I don't care who wins. And the alternate is going to be the second best player of the game.
Right.
So win or lose. So that took them to another level. So, I just to see that camaraderie building amongst guys who, at this point, I mean, I'm quite sure they ran into each other over the years, but some of them don't even know each other.
Right.
And to try to build that now speaks volumes about not only them and their character, but the foundation of their parents.
Oh, yeah.
And the foundation of this game.
Yep.
It's about brotherly love.
Right.
The geographical area. So, man, I'm excited, man. And shout out to all the sponsors. I can't think of all of them right offhand. Chink the Barber. Joe Richmond and Happy Hands, Happy Feet, Kids Transportation, Van Johnson and his JP Transportation Company, Pickens Funeral Home. Shout out to Miss, her son plays currently at Yale. They won the Ivy League championship. Miss Constance Cotton. You know what I mean? Her son Matthew Cotton plays for Yale. I think they'll be in the building supporting the event, donating and all that. It's a shout out to the Brotherly Love Summer League, the Pro-Am. Their sponsor, Novar Gas and Ramon Moore.
Big shout out to Moore.
Man, I mean, I can't name everybody, man, so forgive me. Y'all be on the banner. We'll talk about you at the game. Right. But shout out to any and everybody that has prayed for us, that has sent a donation, that has made a shirt. DJ Newbill, man. Oh my God.
That was my last question before you got out of here. I know the relationship that you and DJ have, like a brotherly, fatherly, unclely, whatever you want to call it, but it's there and it's never going nowhere. That bond is limitless. How is DJ doing as well? And I'm pretty sure he had his hands in helping out with the game and everything. Of course, that's no question. But yeah.
DJ, actually, happy birthday. Today is birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, DJ.
Happy birthday, DJ.
He's playing currently on a 2-year contract. He's up for another contract. I think they about to give him like a 5-year deal over in Japan. He's one of the top players in the league. For the last 5 years, DJ Newbill, and like you said, always has really been a blessing to my summer Bible basketball
Yeah,
camp.
I was about to mention that as
Yes.
well.
And
Yep.
last year was my first year, and this year will be my 19th, would have been my 20th year had it not been a COVID year. But this will be my second year. Last year was my first year having a free camp. So this year we're opening up the door to 100 boys and girls ages 4 to 6, not 4. I don't want them little kids. Ages 6. Because I used to go that young.
Listen. 6 is pushing it.
But I think it's a start where I can start to reach them and mentor them and minister to their lives and teach them, mentor them about education and bullying and all this stuff that goes on in
also,
my program.
you're just not reaching them. You're reaching the parents too, because if those kids gonna get dropped off, the parents gotta acknowledge what you're doing as well. So that goes a long way as well.
So last year we made it free. Where before that I only charged $50. People thought I was crazy. They said, "Why are you charging kids $50? You can get 150. You can get 200 a week."
I said, "Man,
it's not about money.
It's not about that.
Like I'm trying to tell
that
y'all,
money come back and go back into something else that you're doing for the community."
Listen, man, come on, man. And DJ made that happen. Me and DJ got on live. DJ did it. We got on live. We was talking about it. And again, like I said, every year, God bless me. I don't got no money to start off no programs like that. But DJ got on live last year, and I'm gonna say within 48 hours. I'm gonna say less than that because we had to sleep sometimes. We was on live for 2 days. DJ raised $6,000 in less than 48 hours. In addition to putting up his own money.
All right.
That's awesome.
All right.
We had a free camp, and this year, that's what this game is about, to help raise money for a free basketball camp. Actually, I'm renaming the camp to the Junior Philly All-American camp.
Okay.
You know, DJ Newbill Junior All-American camp, Philadelphia Junior All-American camp, sponsored by DJ Newbill. Yep, that's the name of the camp.
Nice.
So it's still going to be Bible-based, life skills, education, anti-bullying, skills and drills, trips, swimming. You know what I mean? Just mentoring, all of that. We encountered all that. Lunch, snacks, going on trips. We just trying to do whatever it is that's going to be a blessing
the
to
kids
these young
involved.
people. So shout out to DJ Newbill,
shout out to DJ. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
And since I started coaching him in middle school in the Sunny Hill Middle School League, me and him has basically been inseparable. And he's 30 now. So you're talking about when he was in the 6th grade.
Yep. Yes, sir.
So blessings to him and Marvin O'Connor and Dwayne Davis and all the guys that came through my program and has been giving back, whether just their time or their talent or just coming to talk to kids. Because again, it ain't about money.
Right.
It's all about love and respect and integrity and being a blessing to others, man. That's what it's about for me.
No
so
doubt.
Man, I thank y'all for having me on the show. I know y'all probably ready to wrap up.
Yeah, we're about to wrap up, but
final
we're gonna
request. Like,
no doubt. But you have any other extra shout outs that you want to do outside of what you already done?
Man, again, man, I give all glory and honor to God, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I tell people all the time, it's not about religion. It's about having a relationship with the Most High God and studying that agape love. You know, that agape love. And if I could leave y'all with this message about love, because again, it's brotherly love. It ain't about the city of Philadelphia and the geographical era. And I found through my studies over the years that in the Greek, there are 4 words, and it's probably more, but there are 4 main words that characterize love to our one love that we know in the English language. And those are agape, eros, storge or storge, and philos. Of course, philos is brotherly love or neighborly love, sisterly affection. Eros is the romantic love that is really for man and woman, for husband and wife. Then you got storge, which is a parental love, like a mother, a father, a grandparent. And then you have agape love, which is a godly love, about God's love, unconditional love for his creation. And I'll summarize it by saying this. The reason why we see so much separation and division in our world, in our families, in our communities, is because agape has been removed from eros, Storge, and Philos.
Mm-hmm.
Not in families like he once was. I'm not talking about religion. I don't care if you're Muslim. I don't care if you're Jehovah Witness. I don't care if you're Jewish or whatever it is you may follow or believe. God has been removed from the family, from the community, and from relationships. And this is why I believe we see so much dissension, so much turmoil, so much crime and murder and strife. And I just believe that if we put agape love, godly love, that is based on unconditional, unwavering love, regardless of what state we're in, whether we're rich, whether we're poor, regardless of our ethnicity or sexual orientation or background, whether we're male or female, black or white, whatever it is, I believe if we put God in it and not religion and reach out for his love, we're going to be better off, man. And that's what the Philly All-American game is about. It's really the love game, the brotherly love game. I don't care where you from. If you get selected for this game and you can come from Canada, come on down. We're going to embrace you. You know, a lot of people say, why are you getting these kids sneakers and all that? Do you call the McDonald's All-American game and ask them that?
Right.
I'm going to give them the same amenities that somebody else because I want them to shine. And I say it like this, and with pun intended, I want them to shine bright like a Diamond Johnson. You know what I mean?
Right.
If y'all watched her freshman year of college, she was killing them. And she was balling this year. Matter of fact, some people say they should have left her in the game.
We not even going me and
Kay,
we're not gonna get in that. We talked about that on the podcast as well too. But we appreciate you, Stan, brother to brother. I love you.
Appreciate you too.
We're gonna have you on here more often, definitely about different dialogue whenever you're available. If you want to get on.
24 hours, man.
YouTube.
I told y'all, God said avail yourself.
We on at 1 o'clock every Sunday. Then every Sunday at 1 o'clock. So when we having conversation, you can chime in. If we decide that you want to jump in on the live about what we talking about, we pull you in. Pause. No doubt. we bring you in.
Follow y'all, man.
No doubt. And more followers and stuff like, we just trying to grow. We trying to grow together. And we appreciate you. The Philly All-American game is this Friday at 6.
6 p.m. Right. Doors open up at 5. Be there. It's going to be crazy. Y'all names are already on the media list. So just come up to the media lane and y'all walk right in, get y'all media passes, and y'all in. And y'all, listen, man. I'm doing it big, man. I got a hospitality room for my VIPs and for my media. Again, it's a charitable fundraiser. So like I said, if folks want to donate, you can buy some refreshments. Everything is $25 a piece. Like, no. Go ahead, hot dog. Go ahead. Matter of fact, we ain't gonna have no hot dogs.
I'm about to say,
You have the glizzies in this joint.
You have the glizzies.
Giving out glizzies.
Yeah, Stan, but man, I appreciate you, Kay. You want to say anything to Stan?
No, man, hopefully I can get a chance to get out there, man. I love what you're doing out there, just making opportunities, for these kids out here, man, because you're just turning them to like just outstanding young men and women.
Kyle.
Thank you, man.
Dr. Kyle.
Salute to you, Stan. I'm proud of the work that you're doing. You're providing additional support in a lot of these lives. The thing that stood out to me was just the higher education that you just listed off for all of those kids.
Absolutely.
The fact that they're going to have that opportunity for them not only to play, but an opportunity to learn in just various different forms, to be able to travel, to just get that exposure to a different life, to be around a different group of people that could change their lives, man. So that is so beneficial. It's so great that you are highlighting them, and you're also providing an additional platform for them to be able to showcase their talents, not only athletically, but them just as individuals and their personalities and their characters. So, salute to you, man. I know, like you said, you're giving all the glory to God. However, you're following God's plan. So,
that's right,
man. Listen, I couldn't be more proud as a brother to brother.
Blessings,
man. I'm loving it, brother, man. Please continue doing what you're doing.
Yeah. And I just want to say to you guys real quick, man. I appreciate you because God has blessed me with you guys. Believe it or not, because you guys open up your platform to be able to give my story and to reveal to others who may not really know about the Philly All-American game. So I invite you all, man, not just you guys here, for those who are watching to come on out, man, and get your popcorn and just have a great time as we celebrate these young people. And I'll be honoring some other people as well who have been very instrumental in the community of basketball in the city. So blessings to you guys. I appreciate you, man. I love you all. Blessings to you and your family. And look for me. And I gotta plug this in. This is very important.
Plug
too.
on, brother. Paul.
Every night, every night, not every night, the last day of every month, I go to the Philadelphia Art Museum and I go live, praying for the city. And I've been blessed to have been doing this for the past year now, through those cold winter nights and storms. And the crazy part about it is, God is funny, because while I'm out there praying for the city and families and friends, I don't feel nothing. As soon as I get back in the car, I feel like I was frostbitten. but I say that because God, he like protects me, you know what I mean, in those elements. Rain, and people be like, I'm coming. I'm like, look, if you come, you come, pause. If you coming out there, you come out there. But thank God for yes. Hit the buzzer. But so I'll be praying for you guys and your platform. And I just want to thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to share what God has laid on my heart about serving him and humanity.
All right. Hey, we appreciate you coming on. Like I said, I love you as a brother.
Love you too, man.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure that anytime I can reach out to anybody that's close to us or somebody that may not be close to it, but if it's something that can be given, that's what this platform is about. Dialogue, giving out opportunities for people to shine, sponsor, whatever the case may be. But I will also, once we finish downloading it, I'll send a link to you so that then you can post a link for everybody to see this actual show.
And can I plug in my IG? If you guys can follow us at All-American Game on IG, or you can follow me on Facebook, Stan Groovy Laws. It's an open page. My number is on my page. I'm available 24 hours for prayer, Bible study. Even if you just need somebody, you're in a crisis situation, you want to talk to somebody. I'm that ear that's willing to listen.
Yes, sir.
And so and that's 24 hours. That's why I said you may never hear a pastor say that.
That's right.
God told me, avail yourself. If you got to get out your bed to go help meet a need, that's what you got to do, because that's what I called you, to serve humanity and serve me. So also Groove_Laws_ is my other IG page. And hopefully you guys can come out and support this event, man. I want the world to see what God is doing, not just through me, but through these young people and people like yourself. So come on out, man, and let's make this thing just as big, if not bigger, than a McDonald's game. Pause. Pause to the 10th power. You're right. Definitely pause.
No doubt, man. Stan, we appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, man. I love y'all, man.
We look forward to having you on here again, man. But once again, the Philly All-American game is this Friday. Doors open at 5 at Newman College. Games at 6 and game at 7. We have boys game and a girls game. Top seniors, highly recruited from the tri-state area and a little bit beyond.
Yes,
but they'll be here. But Stan, once again, we appreciate you coming on. Pause to the show. You are family in the basement with Next Step in KC.
I appreciate you. Love you and God bless.
I love you. God bless too, bro. Yeah, so great show today, fellas. Kyle, Dr. Kyle got his problem with me off this early.
I feel better now.
But good. you still have a game tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, we gotta go in. We gotta readjust. We have to readjust. That's Jason Kidd is good at that. You know, so that's I do have faith that we will handle our business tonight. We don't have much of a choice. However, I do. Kidd is a good coach. We talked a little bit about that earlier. What we need to do, unfortunately, we've been living and dying by the three. Like the first game, we had a terrible shooting night, so we were, never even really relevant. The second game, it was falling in the first half, and then second half, we just kept shooting threes, and that's the difference between us and Golden State. Is that you all know that Golden State's a great three-pointing,
shooting team.
Three-pointing shooting team. However, they also go inside the lane. Yeah,
right.
they also go inside. Like you'll see Wiggins, you'll see Steph. They'll get these layups, they'll get and ones, and so on and so forth.
Momentum Jones.
Yeah, and that's where the difference is with us and some of our decision making and shot selections. That we're going to continue to stay out there, even if we already have the lead. It's all right. You can still be aggressive and drive to the lane.
Y'all don't be believing in 2-point shots. I'll be like, what's
up,
Pop?
The thing, man.
Pop just walked past.
Yeah.
Who's
Pop just walked past. He smacked K in the back of the head.
Keep telling him to stay out the drink.
Yeah,
no, he had to because he had to smack K for the signal keep on dropping.
Tell him to get that Wi-Fi in order. That's what I'm saying. So you got to know.
K got that.
Wi-Fi's good. Wi-Fi's good.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You got those crickets.
It really isn't. No, you got to talk to Pop about that Wi-Fi. You got to
tell him about.
You got to get that higher plan. You got to get that 10.
It ain't just me saying this.
You got to get that Wi-Fi. He has to upgrade.
Yeah, you got to get that. What's that titanium, whatever it is, bandwidth.
I'm about to tell him right now.
You got do what you gotta do. Just don't get slapped on TV.
Yeah, right. That's it. I'm over here.
You gonna just see the shoe come out of nowhere. Boom.
But yeah, man. That's what we have to do. We have to.
Definitely.
Our shot selection, man. We were living and dying by the three, and we can't go up and down the court with them. We got to stay with our pace because Luka and Brunson can slow the pace down to where we're doing what we're doing. But we keep hoisting them things up like that.
No problem.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I'm confident. We got this tonight, so we'll be all right.
All right. Okay. So good luck to the Dallas Mavericks. Hopefully, we see a great game. Win or lose, it doesn't matter to me. But I want to give a big shout out to once again my niece Neek. Today's her birthday. My uncle Travis. Today's her birthday. His birthday. DJ Newbell. We didn't know, but Stan gave us the alley-oop. Happy birthday, DJ. You know what I mean? Continue to keep balling over there in Japan, doing your thing. Shout out to my grandfather. He's in town. He drove up here from South Carolina. He keeps making his trips, and he be driving by himself, but he's here. I got my uncle and my little brother, my niece, and all of them came down to my house today to have a little celebration for him coming down here. You know what I'm saying? My grandpa, he's at that age where he be like, no, we'll come see you, but he just be like, no, because he's been a traveler. I was like Ernest Dalford, man, great man, one of the best mentors I could ever have in my life as a father. But yeah, he's here. He'll be here in a few minutes, along with my godmother and my little brother. They on their way down here. They said they'd be here by like 3:30. So we about to have some good eats.
Yes, it sounds like
some great.
Sounds like food to me.
It smells like. I wish Kay, if you was here.
I'm
you already know how she get down. You already know how she get down.
I'm flipping that kitchen over.
Oh, no doubt. But we about to have that. So thank you for everybody that watched. Everybody that watched, that will watch. Today was a great show.
Very.
Hold up. Daryl said got something else. Yo, Daryl been throwing some shots at you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he been shooting at you, bro.
Yeah, you been getting shot at. Like, you can't even duck. Like, you been getting hit. You been getting hit. Yeah. Literally.
I'll get it clear.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so, because it got to a point when Kyle was looking at me and I was looking at Kyle. Mind you, we got to look straight. So no matter what, we looking straight. And we just knew we was looking at each other, and we just went like this.
Out here doing the Jordan joint.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm glad you don't get paid by the hour over here, boy, because we had too many breaks.
I've been in the office right now. I've been in the wooden table office.
Deep in the no call, no show.
Even Stan was looking like, yo, what's up with
I don't know why the
what's up with K, man?
Because the great part is it's not even the Wi-Fi. It just like it just kept going down. I don't know if it was the stream, I guess.
Crib,
you better get them pods, bro. You better try to go reach out for some pods, some Xfinity pods or something.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm on it then.
Yeah, you need to do something. That was bad. Stan even was looking like, yo, what's up?
Tell Stan it's not how
the kind of show you running, Larry. This is the kind of show you running.
This is not how Casey operates.
You know what I'm saying?
Casey's usually on point. You know.
Yeah, but that's it for my shout outs. Kyle, Dr. Kyle, you got any shout out? Oh, my first Do you have anything that you want to say to the people about, mental health, anything like that right now? If not, you can give your shout outs.
What I will add, especially staying on the subject of, we were just talking about colleges and supporting like the high school kids, is that continuing to support them even as they get into high school. I don't know if either you are aware of, however, there's been more than a few unfortunate suicidal deaths happening to college students and various different college sports players. Like whether they play baseball, play basketball, some are football players. And I think what's not paid enough attention to is that a lot of people see it from the outside looking in, where it's like, oh, these kids have these great opportunities. They're playing basketball, they're playing football, they're playing these sports, they get to travel. It's a great situation. However, a lot of people don't know that it's a rigorous schedule that these kids have, and they have to, experience. They're practicing and working out, they're traveling, they got to still do their schoolwork, they're sometimes isolated from the rest of the student body. Like they have a lot of stress and they have a lot of weight put on their shoulders. And you have a lot of kids that are also away from their families. Like a lot of them are out of state, so they can't just go home. They can't just see their families and their loved ones as frequently as maybe some of the local students. So I've noticed that that's been contributing, or I've been noticing like the uptick in frequency in a lot of kids, unfortunately, that have died by suicide. And, just continue, because we are in mental health, mental health awareness month. And if you do know like any kids that are in college that are away at school, if they're playing sports or such, just check up on them. It's difficult for them. I mean, it may seem like it's a great opportunity for them, and it is, absolutely. However, that does come with a lot of pressure. That does come with a lot of stress. So, reach out to a lot of the kids that maybe that were on your team, or that are just out there, man. They're away from school throughout the school year. Just check up on them, see how they're doing. Throw them some additional support. They get to hear that familiar voice, because it's important. These kids are struggling. They are experiencing a lot of stress, even though they're doing something that they love. They're doing something that they've done for the majority of their life. It's different when you're doing it away from the people that, you love, the people that support you, the people that you usually get a chance to see with every day. So I always want to throw that out there to a lot of the listeners or watchers who have kids or have relatives, have friends that are off in college and they're out there doing their thing. Still check on them because they need it. They still need that support.
Right on. Any shout outs?
Yeah, absolutely. Black Psychologist
What's
Podcast.
Up, Trend?
Trend is out there. She's living her life. She's out somewhere getting her nails done. The Black Psychologist Podcast, to my guy, my colleague, my friend, co-host, Dr. Jason Coleman. We're still continuing to do our thing. On YouTube, Spotify, Google, Podcast, Pandora, wherever you can find your podcast, we're out there. So continue to watch and listen, subscribe, we don't just talk about, of course, just mental health wellness, but we talk about anything under the sun. We talk about the Will Smith situation. We talked about anything that's happening in pop culture, anything that's coming in with about any type of situation, especially as it relates to health and just as it relates to our community. So we have some good conversation. We talk about the NFL. We talk about the playoffs. Larry, you ever get a chance to get us on? My co-host and good friend Jason, he's a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. You guys can go kiki or something like that. Go
yeah.
We might have. No, listen. I told Kay when we first started, we may have. I'll see if I put it out there, somebody gonna wind up doing it, but I don't care.
No.
It's just
because
someone just throwing it out there.
I'm about to put something out there. We're gonna have
the
in the basement versus.
I'm with it.
Team on team. That'd be me.
And man, don't threaten me with a good time.
Listen, I'm just saying. We might have the first verses when it comes to in the basement. This dialogue, team on team, like that'll be crazy. That'll be fun.
My Jets are gonna be looking pretty good. We got a lot of.
Anyway, we're gonna mute Kyle. We're gonna meet Kay for a second because I think something went wrong with his.
I'm not even gonna tell you, Larry. When we was at the joint last week, the record that he was throwing out to them while they were on the stage. He was throwing out something like 12-5 and 13 and 6, something obnoxious. I don't know. Listen, I let him do his thing.
We can't hear you, bro,
because
you've been muted.
He had home field advantage, so I let him and the rest of the players and stuff. But
yeah, you want to let him back in?
I mean, yeah, that's cool.
All right, we're gonna let him back in.
Yeah.
You done holding your breath? So, Kyle, Dr. Kyle, you have any other shout outs?
Nah, that's it. Yeah, we appreciate the support. I appreciate you gentlemen for having me on.
All the time.
Yeah, man. Always a pleasure. Whenever you guys want me back on, shoot the link and I'm out here.
Oh, we here. Mr. Osborne.
Hey, I'm here. Now,
Clip it jet.
There you go.
Go ahead, Clip it jet.
Yeah, just send a shout out to the family and everything. Send a shout out, of course, to Kyle once again, Black Psychologist Podcast.
No doubt, Black Psychologist Podcast.
Yeah, listen,
we thank you for always showing up for us, bro.
Listen, man, I love.
Appreciate
that's
it.
Like one of the things I look forward to, like during the week, when I listen to other different podcasts. But that Black Psychologist Podcast is something different, man, because like you're getting insights from so many different, different views, and I love it. I always say every time I see them. Like whenever I see you during the week, I'm like, just keep up the good work, even though it sounds like corny and stuff like that. But
no, it's not corny.
I mean it, man. Like, yeah.
Listen, as corny as you are. I was going.
Just keep shooting. Listen, I mean, I'm getting shot already.
You target practice today, brother.
That's
so
fine.
Listen,
That's fine. I'm gonna have my day.
I would never deter you from giving Kyle his shots. And tell him you are happy about his accomplishments. We as a people don't do it enough, and that's the problem. That's what Kyle is talking about. Sometimes even when they're up, they still need to hear that, or if they're down, they need that pick me up. So no matter what time it is, giving your brother his flowers. I'm tired of hearing that flower stuff. I don't know why I even just said it. But just continue praising, praising each other is what we need to do, because sometimes some of us just need that at that particular time. You never know what time that is. But when somebody say it, like I tell Kyle, love y'all, love you. I say that, and people that's not used to hearing that, they looking at like, so you stuck them because they not used to saying it themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you get that vibe with somebody and it's constantly y'all talk that often as much as we do, I'll be like, love you, bro. I appreciate you. You say it back because it's natural. It's hard for people that don't do it naturally to say that word, those two words. I mean, those three words. You know what I'm saying? So, but Kyle, little bro, I salute you. But go ahead, finish your shout outs.
Oh, that's pretty much it. Shout out to the fam.
You just bad today. Like you just had a real bad day. Kyle took your spot, and you was the guest today. You know that, right?
Hey, yeah.
You were the guest today. You and Stan Groovy Laws was the guest.
Yeah,
Kyle was the guest.
He was struggling from the field tonight.
He was struggling mightily. Mightily.
Well, I appreciate you guys for having me. For having me and carrying me and stuff like that. So
no doubt. Daryl got something to say to you.
No. Yeah. I mean,
Kyle, you stupid. That one, you let that one out. That was funny, huh? That was funny. Yo, but yeah, Daryl, we appreciate you.
Daryl, man, appreciate
chiming in and continue to support and everything like that. We from In the Basement appreciate everybody for tuning in. Those who don't watch it now, those who will watch later. Big shout out to Stan Groovy Laws. The Philly All-American basketball game, boys and girls, is this Friday at Newman University. Doors open at 5. 6 o'clock game, 7 o'clock game. Come and enjoy yourself. Support these seniors going on to the next level of college basketball with free education. The Black Psychologist Podcast. Your boy K. I'm your boy, Mr. Next Step himself. We appreciate y'all. Until next week, or sometime during the week. You might get a pop-up. You never know. But stay tuned. You in the basement with Next Step and K, and we appreciate y'all. Peace.
Right.
We'll be right back.